All right, this trip is going to take us from this Walmart in National City, Chula Vista area, into downtown. It was interesting how we were sort of pulling off to the side there. We'll let this crazy Prius go by. It's almost like FSD knew like this was sort of like a loading zone. That's really cool. Customers likely waiting here past the doors, though. It's pretty standard for Walmarts. Oh, you're fine. Crazy parking lot. That's right. Is it, do we have our navigation now? Looks like it. Does the temperature feel okay for you?
Yep.
Cool.
It's good.
Interesting choice. I'm just gonna go straight.
So, are you vlogging or are you a vlogger?
No, YouTuber. It's funny, I get podcasts and vlog a lot. I don't know, I guess it's a popular thing. No, I'm a YouTuber that covers Tesla's full self-driving, the autonomy, self-driving cars and such. And seeing if it can handle this type of work from a rideshare perspective. This should be a challenging route going from sort of National City area into downtown San Diego. Let's see. 400 West Broadway, right? Is that correct?
I am pretty new to this town, so I don't know anything.
Oh, just making sure that's what's in your app.
Yeah, it's a Western Business Center, so that's...
Okay, cool. Sounds good. We'll get you there. It's like about a 15-minute drive.
So this is my first time in San Diego.
Oh, really?
Yep.
For work, or?
Yeah, for work.
Hopefully you get some time to enjoy it, because a lot of people get caught up in work and can't really explore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty on the weekends. Just lots of people, lots of traffic, lots going on.
Yeah.
Lots of great food, good spots to see along the beach. What brought you into National City? Just looking for the Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just had to buy few candies and all for my friends. So I'm from India, so I'll be heading back after a week. So.
All right.
Yeah. Got
Cool.
things for my friends.
Bring back a lot of stories.
Yep.
Yeah, Walmarts are a bit lacking in San Diego. Target kind of reigns supreme. Target and Vons and such. Those are the stores that are a lot more common. I think you got this one Walmart here. There's one in like East Lake, and there's one pretty far up north in the Claremont area. But they're few and far between. I found that out when I moved here with the military a little over 10 years ago. So, it's like where I was living originally in Florida and even in Texas, Walmarts were everywhere. Hopefully you've gotten to try some good authentic Mexican food.
Yeah, I just arrived this morning, so I have to try something today evening.
Yeah, there is a lot of good foods. There's a lot of really great spots in the Little Italy area of downtown.
Okay.
And it looks like we're kind of going sort of around there, if I saw. Oh, not quite. That's more the Gas Lamp, main downtown San Diego. But Little Italy's just up here, just to the north. A little far for walking, I think, but there's tons of Ubers and Lyfts. But they have a good mix of foods, from like Japanese cuisine at Underbelly to Mona Lisa and Barbusa being really good Italian food. The Crack Shack being like an outdoor chicken spot that people love.
So many great places to see.
Yeah, quite a few, yeah. There we go.
And is it safe to move around in the evenings, like after sunset?
It depends on where you're at, to be honest. The spot where I'm dropping you in downtown's pretty safe.
Okay.
I would not go past 13th Street, 13th, 14th Street going east in downtown, because it gets to be very heavily homeless and a lot of drug abuse out there. It can, especially on 16th and 17th Avenue, it's our street. It's pretty bad. But the Gas Lamp, Little Italy, it's great. The Harbor, Harbor Street, the walking along the water and the restaurants, it's always very popular and very touristy.
Okay.
Very good, well-lit areas. It's mostly safe.
Because my colleagues are yet to come, so I'll be alone tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would follow your gut instinct, you know, stay with the flows of people and It's really not bad. It's definitely not as bad as like LA or San Francisco and such. I've never really had an unsafe feeling aside from being like picking people up next to the bus stops where it's really, really run down and there's like just tents of homeless. Most of them are harmless too, but you have the occasional person that is definitely tweaking on some hard drugs.
Yeah.
Those are usually pretty obvious. They're usually yelling or screaming or moving erratically and just like, walk the other way.
Run away from there.
Yeah, I'd say generally San Diego and Southern California, it's pretty safe. A lot of military and a lot of tourists, so.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. That's what brought me to California, joining the Navy.
Oh, you were in the Navy?
I was, yeah, from 2012 to 2017.
Okay. So after that, do you take the retirement or?
Well, I was medically discharged, unfortunately. But I mean, it's been fine. I was able to take advantage of my schooling, my GI Bill with the Navy, and this type of work is really, I love driving, and it's really fun. I get to geek out with people in Teslas all day and work for myself, which I've come to really appreciate, versus clocking in for somebody else. And of course, it's allowed me to build a YouTube following and community around Tesla and self-driving and good conversations with customers.
Every day a new story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've had somewhere between 25 and like 30,000 people in this car over the last several years. It's all the different perspectives and people and life stories and funny conversations.
Yeah, that's true.
It'll definitely help you get better at socializing, because I was never the type to have a conversation with a stranger.
That's me right now.
Yeah, I could imagine. I was always very introverted, very closed in, very tight group of friends, but this sort of work and getting into the content world has definitely shaped me into somebody different. I can actually have a conversation now. Well, I guess it's a good thing. My wife is unsure. She's like, I don't want to be recognized in public.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that part is weird. I've very few times actually been recognized out in public, and I'm like, oh, that's strange. I don't know, that's a weird feeling. It's very humbling. Because I'm definitely not really super known or huge compared to other YouTubers yet, but it's growing.
You will be there.
We'll see. It's a lot of work, but I have a whole new appreciation for all the content that I watch myself, because I know a little taste of what goes into making those videos so good, all the editing and the work that they put in to make it happen. Damn. Never would have known it was such a grind.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see how the system performs once we get over to 4th. This left turn here has actually notoriously been a sticking point for the self-driving system. It's always been a little... Oh, no, not that one. Never mind. That one actually should be rather easy. Where's the one? Oh, I'm thinking of this one. Yeah, that 4th Avenue left turn. Now, actually, the route we're going should be pretty simple. Fingers crossed. How's the drive felt for you? Has it felt pretty natural? Or?
Yep. So we don't have Teslas in India.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat strange to see the car driving itself.
I could imagine. Yeah. I really hope that. I wonder, because for a little while, if I remember correctly, the Indian government was trying to get Tesla to build one of their factories there, right?
Yeah, I think initially they did that, but when Tesla thought of importing cars from China, that's when the Indian government stopped it.
Yeah.
He said that we don't want anything from China.
Yeah,
you want
yeah.
to factory build it, we'll give you some incentives. But if you want to bring everything from China, then it's a no.
Yeah. I'm sure there are a few countries that are of the same mind.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it doesn't make any sense to import from Berlin. That's really far over the land as well. It'd be really smart, I think, to build a factory in India.
Yeah. Actually, they are trying to build up, because Tesla was trying to convince Indian government to let it build a factory there.
even if it had a large focus on energy, like solar and battery banks, and getting the infrastructure of India, like the way they've helped in other places with the big mega packs, like in Australia and such, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Because I know the driving atmosphere in India is quite a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very different.
Yeah.
Things are very different in India. And the way the government functions is also quite different.
Is it, I'm really curious, that what sort of structure is it, like a republic, a democracy, a monarchy, or?
No, it's not a monarchy, it's a democracy, but
Democracy?
It's a federal democracy.
Okay.
But you have the presidential system, we have a prime ministerial system.
Yes, yeah.
It's kind of inclined towards Westminster system because we were ruled by the UK.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sort of adopted a similar upper end structure,
Yep.
but instead of a monarchy being democratic.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I feel like it's interesting. It's like it's dancing. What are you doing? Okay, and it went the wrong way. Oh no! I wonder if it'll reroute. That was really unique to see. Another potential edge case here. Now
it wasn't able to detect it.
Well, it was like indecisive. You saw how it was kind of going back. That was really interesting. Now, I don't want to disqualify it yet unless it tries to turn left right here.
Let's see what happens.
Hopefully we just go straight and reroute, because that's okay. I don't want it to turn. Nope, I'm not going to let it do that. So that was incorrect. I'm going to report that to Tesla. System failed to recognize...
Jiggly Bun says audio
Okay, now we
message.
got everything messing up because Tesla's interaction. Well, we just lost that because the same button to report to Tesla also pulled up my texting from my wife. Anyways, all right, we'll re-engage here. So that's unfortunate, and that's the kind of thing that it's being pushed to where it will, or well, I will consider it to be a failed trip. Because there's another area in downtown where it's a similar sort of scenario with a part of the road that's curving and then a sharp part. And that same exact problem going on to 11th up to the northern 163 route, it did the same thing as it just did there with you. And those are the only two customer trips that I'll consider a fail so far on this version 12. I'm excited to test that road more and see like when it gets resolved. This is actually the kind of Tesla my wife has, the Model Y. This is the bigger SUV that we have here. Lots of Teslas in California.
Yeah, you have a big factory here, so.
Yep. Yeah, we're in the Bay Area. They're using what used to be the old NUMMI plant, which is the Tesla factory here. We got the biggest one currently in Texas. The Giga factory is what they kind of nickname it, because eventually it'll be up to, I think, terawatt hours of energy produced. And Giga Berlin's pretty massive too. Shanghai has expanded. It's huge. The Chinese area is massive. Monterrey, Mexico should be in the works of getting built up. I think there was a little bit of a delay there. It's wild. Factories are popping up everywhere. That's why, come on, bring it on, India. Let's go.
That's true. Maybe in a couple of years they will build it.
Hope so, yeah. I think it's really contingent on the structure of a lot of the governments and the incentives and what does make sense.
Yeah. We have to import a lot of lithium, these rare metals, so it's truly rare in India.
Yeah, it's so abundant in the deserts out here that Tesla's actually making its own refinery to contribute to sourcing lithium, because as an element, it's one of the most abundant elements in the universe, but it's not being acquired fast enough. There's kind of a lot of people I talk to think that there's a shortage of lithium. Like, not technically of the element. There's a shortage of producing or refining.
Yeah, refining at
usable lithium. Oh, another interesting little edge case here. Oh, and it's already getting over. Excellent choice. See, and this is where it shines, where it shows that it knows we have some cones up here, and it jumped in.
Okay, I didn't see that.
That was really good. So it's funny, the dumb little mistake there was the only real problem with this route. Everything else so far, this is really great. The previous version 11 that I had did not do good with this. Or it would like wait to the last minute and then kind of have to fight for the lane.
Yep.
And drivers in California, They're very high ego, I guess I'll put. You know, like when you turn a turn signal on to get over, everyone else is like closing the gap to prevent you from getting over. It's really dumb the way people think and drive. Yeah. Not just in California. I think that's true of any big city in the United States. Yeah. It's similar to how people will say things on a keyboard, you know, and be mean online. It's the same kind of mentality, I think, when you're in your car. Because like you're in your little box and you're just gonna be like the worst version of yourself, and what's anyone gonna do, right? Yeah. Except for that one road rager that you hear about pulling a gun on somebody. It's like, oh no. That's why I say bring on the self-driving cars. Let's get all these crazy humans out of the driver's seat. Very good.
Seeing gun would be a worst nightmare in India because we never see guns there.
Man, that's crazy to hear for me. Like, out here, I'm wondering when we're going to have another mass shooting. It's unfortunate to say that, but it's like the United States' thing. Yeah. Somewhere. Yeah, in India, some kid gets a gun and goes crazy.
Like, apart from military or police officers,
yeah,
you don't see guns with anyone. Nobody will have it. It's not legal there.
Yeah, that is wild to think about from an American mindset. Given our Second Amendment to protect the right to bear arms and everything, it's very different. Yeah. And this is, yeah, the Weston. So it would have been a great trip aside from that one little spoof on that turn. So there you go. Yep. You got it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your time in California.
Yep, thank you.
All right, so that is unfortunate. Downtown is fighting back, it seems, against FSD. Both of those scenarios, though, were very similar. And I am planning to head out with the boss wife to test that spot that originally failed at, and now this other one on 6th coming into downtown. Both cases were where it should have proceeded along a curved left-hand shoulder, road, versus taking the hard left. And in both scenarios, it was failing to see that it could just follow the smooth left and wanted to then take the sharp left. So I don't grade that as too high on disappointment or like on a scale of difficulty. I think it's a simple trainable issue. I'm curious to see what's going on there. We want to test that and the failed highway entrance on the return trip of the Gauntlet. And yeah, I mean, those little edge cases now, those 3, 2 of which are very similar, are the only failures I've experienced on the system so far. It's been really, really great aside from that. And I think it's awesome that I'm getting to a point now, even in just my couple of days of using it, where I'm expecting the system to actually get the job done. And I'm actually more surprised when it's encountering something that it can't handle. And I will be keeping my eyes open for more edge cases like that to see how Tesla resolves training around them, or how long it takes for those to be resolved. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a good drive from the National City to the Vista area into downtown, and it was almost a perfect run. That was so close. Till the next one.